welcome back to Bourbon Blind, where the guys drink what y'all pick. So please feel free to leave a comment in the comment section or email us at bourbonblindtasting@gmail.com. Once I run out of names, I'm going to start picking, and I can't guarantee what I pick is what you guys want to see because I don't really drink the stuff, unfortunately. Anyway, with that being said, the guys are going to tell you what they think of the bottle that I picked for them. They're not going to know what it is. The guys are going to tell you what they would be willing to pay for it without the hype of the name behind it. So, tonight's pick comes from Lee Barrington. So we'll see what the guys think of this one. Also, if you guys like our show, feel free to hit that subscribe button and show us some love. If you really love our show, always there's Patreon. Helps keep the show going. Helps keep, it helps keep the show going. And we give out free shirts. You'll get fun, cool little things, tidbits. I'd like to thank the guys currently subscribing to Patreon and helping us keep our show going. Chad, Dave, Josh, and Jubal. We really appreciate your kind contributions to our show. And with that, I'm going to go get the guys.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Bourbon Blind. I'm Kyle.
And I'm Jay.
We taste whiskey. We don't know what it is. We give you an honest rating based on what we'd be willing to pay for a bottle, not what necessarily what it sits on the shelf for. So we can actually find out what we like to drink without the influence of label of the hype behind certain things and hype. That is, and FOMO, fear of missing out.
Oh, that's a new one on me.
That is real. It's a real thing.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
With that being said, guys, let's get into this.
Super light color. Very light.
It is, but my legs are not. I haven't gotten this. Ooh, there they go. I mean, they're slow. Slow to form. Looks thick, which is good. It's good. Whoa. That's different.
Yeah. Do you have any nose hairs left? Strong alcohol.
I don't know. I'm not getting alcohol. I'm getting more of like a grain flavor on there.
I don't know. My nose hairs curled. They were like, what? But definitely,
I get like a cornbready kind of cornbread.
For sure. Now I'm gonna have a hard time drinking this.
Do you not like cornbread? I love cornbread.
It's okay.
Oh, come on. Everyone likes cornbread, especially when you put the frozen corn in there. Oh, what are you making the faces for? It's awesome.
No, sorry. Although if you made it. Definitely corn. Wow, that's it. Nailed it. And then
like a barley, it's like a not wheat, but a grain. Very grain forward, which is usually indicative of something light, or young, I should say, not light, but it is a light color, which kind of goes towards that young.
So this may not be a technical flavor, but it's cola. Is that on the chart?
You know, I can see that.
It's definitely that.
I don't think that's on the bourbon flavor chart, but we'll go with it.
It's not on the chart.
I don't think there's an approved list of flavors that you're allowed to smell.
Can we add that one? You guys let us know. Can we add that? Cola is.
We're gonna make a new slice on the pie chart for that one.
Yeah. How would you describe cola to someone who'd never had it? It would be like, yes, it's kind of sweet. It has a. What is that? Cola caramel? It's.
Right.
I don't know. I'm picking up pineapple. All right, I gotta get some lips on this.
Some pineapple. Cheers, guys. Definitely more of that grain evolving into some alcohol. More grain. Oh, almost like a, this is going to sound bad. Like a hay that you would feed to horses.
It is.
You get some of that?
There's grass for sure.
Like hay that you would feed to horses.
Maybe a green plant of some kind.
More of that grain, corn, kind of developing into a little bit of that caramel, more of that grass, nope.
I don't get any char or oaky, nothing on that. That is all.
Finish is kind of dying off a little bit. I'd say medium finish. It's not bad, but it's not, it doesn't linger around.
Well, I don't know. The flavor profile is definitely lingering for me. It's laying right on my tongue. I'm still tasting the cola, the corn for sure. Does that make it? That makes it kind of sweet.
Yeah.
Seems sweet to me.
It's different. I mean, it definitely has that going for it. It is different. There's no denying that.
All right.
You see what a little bit of water does?
Yeah. Let's touch it with some. Let's touch it with some H2O.
Gatorade. H2O.
That's some high quality H2O.
That was a good one. I'm going to leave it at that.
So it muted the nose a lot.
It muted a lot of those grassy corn notes. They're still there, but I'm picking up more of the caramel, vanilla in the background kind of.
Vanilla's way up now. Now let's see how the taste.
Again, I think it muted a lot more of that corn forward flavor and get a little more of that sweetness kind of.
It's like sweet. But what kind of sweet? It's not a fruity sweet. It's like a candy sweet.
Yeah.
Which may go back
almost
to
like
corn.
A butterscotch candy.
That's it. That's
butterscotch.
It. That is it.
Butterscotch.
It is butterscotch. That's it.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Boom. Boom sauce.
All right. So not overly complex, medium finish, you say?
Maybe medium long. Like you said, the flavor stays there for a while, but I don't know if that's just because it's so unique. You know what I mean? Like
it didn't match up to my nose, so I was expecting it to have quite a bit of burn.
Mm-hmm.
No.
No, it really doesn't.
No burn.
None. I don't know if that's just because it was well aged. Well, as in executed well. I don't think it's super old. I'd say 5 to 7 years, maybe. Lower proof, 90, 95,
This
maybe
seems-
100.
Yeah. No, it's not 100.
90, 95. Like I said, 100's kind of
I would poke.
pushing.
I would poke it at 90.
You gonna poke it?
Yeah. This is familiar to me though.
Really?
This flavor seems familiar to me.
I've had maybe 2 or 3 other things that, like 2 or 3 things that I've had that way. One of them I really like. It's a rye. The other one is very, very different. They use a different kind of corn. I forget who makes it, but it's made with like a white Texas Panhandle corn or something, and it's really good. But you can tell like it's a different kind of corn as the base. But I don't think this is either one of those. but it is kind of that similar profile-ish.
We don't normally say what we think it is, but man, I would be willing to bet this is something Jim Beam.
Really?
There's something about the flavor on that makes me think Jim Beam.
I don't get a whole lot of Jim Beam out of it. Usually it has a little bit of funk, a little nutty kind of thing. For me, I've been wrong once before. Actually, I was wrong about being wrong, so technically I wasn't wrong, but I thought I was wrong, and I wasn't.
I'm not gonna be that complex. I am wrong lots, almost always. So my wife says.
Oh yeah, with my wife, I'm never right. It's part of the marriage contract. When you get married, it's part of the contract. When you get married, you just give up that right of being right.
You're a jackass.
Oh.
Love you. Price-wise, 40 to 50, maybe 55.
No.
No.
I'm not going that.
I'm in that 40 to 50 range.
30 or 35.
40 to 50 for me. 30, 35 for Jay.
This is really light. It's not complex.
Mm-mm.
It's super grainy. Yeah, it's, like you said, very young.
I think so. Maybe 5 to 7 years, but that might be pushing it. Actually, I don't... No, you think of like Heaven Hill is a 6-year product. And that's
but compared
so
to
much
this,
more complex and
1,000
not
layers.
grain forward. Maybe this is like... I mean, maybe in the like 2 to 3 year range. I think on 5 to 7 to be pushing it. I really do. I mean,
Do they sell 2 to 3 year bourbon?
Yeah, I mean, I know some. If it's from a smaller distillery and they're putting out their own product.
I guess a better question is: Would you have a 2 or 3 year bourbon in your collection?
I have a little bit of everything. I mean, I like to say I don't keep track, but I don't keep tabs on it, but I know what's in there.
You want to have any more before we take a peek? I'm dying to see what this is.
All right, let's see what it is. I mean, I still got some in my glass. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh,
Chicken cock.
imagine that. Now, you actually... I've never had this.
I think I had a small pour of it when I first got it, which was a couple months ago. It was one of the things that someone on the show requested, so I went ahead and picked one up when I saw it down in Florida. And grain and barrel, so...
It is 90 proof.
Called that. I would venture to guess no more than 3 or 4 years old, maybe. I don't know a whole lot about this, guys. It's the Heritage Reserve Chicken Cock.
I know
whiskey.
there's a...
They have a rye version, I know that. But
Now, is there a fighting cock bourbon?
there is.
I thought so.
And this is not that.
That's not this.
That's the 100, I think it's like 103 proof or something.
I
like
don't
that.
know that I've ever seen this before. Chicken cock whiskey.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm not super familiar with them. Does it say who it's distilled by? North Charleston, South Carolina. Produced and bottled by Grain and Barrel Spirits, but it doesn't say distilled by. So I would venture to guess this is not their own product. Aged at least 6 months. Yeah.
Holy smokes.
That makes a lot of sense, because even anything bottled in bond is at least 4 years, and it doesn't, you don't get that grainy, you know what I mean? So that makes a lot of sense.
I think I can honestly say that's the youngest bourbon I've ever had. Does this qualify as bourbon? Yeah, it says bourbon.
To be bourbon, it has to be aged in new charred oak containers.
Yeah.
It doesn't say for how long. To be straight bourbon, it's at least 2 years. And to be bottled in bond, it's at least 4 years. So I bet you this doesn't say fast distilled. Oh, first distilled in 1850. I was going to say fast distilled. But it is bourbon, so there's no flavoring, no coloring, nothing like that. So I mean, it's got that going for it. But yeah.
It might be something in a few years, but that is not something I would...
So, I was reading an article, and they were talking about how a really nice way to say this isn't all that great is it has potential in the future.
Yeah?
I mean, Chicken Cock, I'm sorry if you're watching this. It's just keep aging it. Just keep going with. But what I want to know is if they're not distilling it themselves, why are they only getting 6-month product? You know what I mean? Like,
what are some other Carolina bourbons? Catoctin Creek is a rye.
Well, it doesn't have to be distilled in North or South Carolina because it doesn't say distilled. It's wherever the liquid touches the glass, where it's bottled, is where you can say it's bottled at.
It's way too much thought. I'm just... So, if you're looking for... So, do you know what the retail on that is? What is it? How close were we?
I want to say it's like $40.
40, okay.
Which is a little pricey for a 6-month bourbon. I was probably a little generous with the 40 to 50. I think that's what I said, right?
Well,
but
trick or treat.
If you're looking for something different,
this stuff
pick
this
this
does qualify.
up. Yeah, pick it up. I don't know that even to me tastes like regular, what I consider regular bourbon.
It doesn't.
No.
Mm-mm.
That almost.
But I have had stuff that is worse than that.
That's the taste I couldn't put my finger on. I think that tastes a lot like a vodka.
Really?
Yeah.
That grainy kind of...
Or one of the mezcal dark tequilas.
Right.
Yeah. That's what it tastes like.
So, anyway, with that being said, guys, cheers!
Drink.
Are you going to say it?
Should we...
Drink blind?
Are you going to drink blind?
Not on tonight. Apparently not. Nope.
We're going to drink often.
Yeah.
And maybe put this in the rotation.
That's going to go back to the... Hey, you've never had bourbon before?
Try this.
I wouldn't do that.
That's awful. Why would you do that to us?
Because someone requested it one.
That's so
to
bad.
trick or treat. You got the treat the first time. You know, it is Halloween time. I know, I felt like we had this actually a couple nights ago, and I was going, it smells great.
No.
It tastes like shit.
No, it doesn't smell great.
I like
My
the
mind
smell.
was sitting there saying, like, I was like, 5 to 7 years, and I started thinking, I was like, that's not... No.
I couldn't keep my laughter down when he said 6 months. I was like, oh, well, it's a bourbon.
That explains a lot, though.
Yep.
Oh, no.
I was like, maybe 4 years? No, because anything bottled in bond doesn't taste like
That.
hay, horse hay
Does
in a glass.
this mean that we've officially become bourbon snobs?
No, it's really that bad. It's okay.
Good. I'm not
I
crazy.
like the smell of it. It's kind of
No.
floral. No, it's florally. Like,
It's not.
okay, if you walked into a bathroom and you smelled that, it wouldn't be a bad thing.
That's what it smells like. You, subconsciously,
Like
you
you walked
have
into
nailed
a
it.
bathroom.
It smells like piss. That's exactly what it smells like.
No, it does not smell like piss. It smells like flowers.
Flowers?
It's kind of
So
floral.
break-
Why are you looking up cocks
Well,
He's
of
looking for
chickens? The cocks of chickens.
I'm trying to find something comparable to myself. I don't know.
chicken cock. Well, You don't want to spend them. I couldn't start. I mean, you guys.
Well,
are
this
trying
tells
to
you everything
pay.
you need to know. Their website is just nothing but barrel.
No, that's breakingbourbon.com.
I know.
Oh, okay. There it is.
They did. See, this is
Oh,
different.
it's originally established in Paris, Kentucky, in 1856.
70% corn.
It
on
became
that.
whoa,
And aged
hold
it
on.
8 years.
It became legendary during Prohibition as a bootleg whiskey. That explains the 6 month 6 month bottle.
That's their heritage.
Smuggled into famous speakeasies, including the Cotton Club, in sealed tin cans. It was commonly referred to as the chicken cock, the whiskey in the tin can. In homage to our early days, the distilling
Apparently
bourbon.
glass was too expensive for them.
It was in
Too
tin.
high class.
Tin cans. Hey, it might taste better in a tin can. We should put it in tin cans.
At least
for
that
6
would give it
months.
like some kind of metallic flavor that would fix the piss taste. I swear. Look, we've got kids. You know what happens when you're changing a boy child's diaper.
Actually, Oren has never done that to me.
Well, you're very lucky.
I have a sweet son who has never peed on
been
me.
nailed right in the face, trust me.
Does it taste like chicken cock?
Now that I have that to compare it to, yes. Yes, it did.
No, he has never had a problem. Everyone complains about boys peeing on them.
They have a 10-year. You couldn't try that. No.
We don't have
an 8-year. We couldn't get that one. No. Reserve collection. Fuck no, we couldn't get that one.
But wait,
Here it is.
which
Here it
one
is.
reserved?
The Heritage Reserve.
You got
That
me
doesn't
snorting.
say.
Where did you read that it was only 6 months in the barrel?
Says
Aged at least 6 months. Wow.
So origin
got
is
this
Indiana
beautiful
and
flowers.
Kentucky. How does that happen? 2 places.
So MGP and someone
So it's
else.
on the river. Wait, Indiana and Kentucky? Yeah, it's on the river. It has
what
to
it
be.
So
St.
what they
Louis.
did is they got new make from Indiana, MGP, and they probably put it on a boat and took it down the river in a barrel. And by the time it got to South Carolina, they're like, all right, it's ready to go.
That's it. 75% corn.
Whew.
21% rye.
Well, there's your grass.
And
there's
barley.
your corn.
You hit it. You got it.
Grass, barley. Yep.
Look.
Now the question is, better or worse than Willet Pot Still?
Maybe we should do that one next.
Nope.
Now, that's
I
my
will walk off the set. and be like,
That's my
"Fuck this, I'm out."
benchmark. That's my benchmark for bad. And I think it's just been moved. So I would never drink that
I'll
again.
drink this over pot still. In fact, for the Halloween one that we just recorded, I was seriously like, trick or treat. Let's see what they say about this one. This is a trick on my part, but no, I was nice and gave you the treat.
I was probably really generous with that $30 to $40 price range.
Yeah, because you've named $30 to $40 price ranges that we drink on a regular basis.
That is
Funny enough, it's bananas. Like banana.
Correction.
Maybe bananas in a
$15 to
toilet.
$20. Get that on camera.
No, butterscotch.
You know what? I'm beginning to think that the toilet might be right. This is bad.
It's terrible.
I'm not drinking that. I was gonna take a sip.
We had to.
I still had.
we literally had to.
I still had some of my glass and some of that glass, and
It made my nose hairs.
Would you like to do one more?
yes, I need something to wash that piss out of my mouth with.
Please, yeah.